Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. As we go to the last of the third. And the batter now, Carlos Delgado. Outside low, ball one. Rollison, in his third season, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a two-seamer. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Ground ball right side. Throws to first, and a quick out, number one. Now it's going to be Shea Langoliers. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
And first offering is fouled off. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out. So up next, George Brett. Liner caught at second.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Tim Raines. Now one missed. Langoliers, the lead runner at second. Buxton on at first with two down. Base knock center field. Langoliers around third. Now a long throw home. Save. In comes the run from second. And they're pulling away up by 7 now. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Hot shot to third. Zips it to first. And Story. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Ezekiel Tovar. And there's a ball.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Goodman batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Good eye in that spot. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Tolia stands in now and watches strike one.
It's 0-1.
Next offering is down low.
1 ball, 1 strike.
There's a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
See ya. And we're back. There's Ryan McMahon now. In the air, left field, down the line. And that'll fall for a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. To second, pulls him off the bag. So a man aboard. Here's McCutcheon. 1 for 2. And that misses. And it's 1-0. Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. He'll circle the bases. And they tack on to their lead. It's 9-0. Smoked to the left, base hit.
Wastes no time there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Ball
Delgado
outside.
In now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Next pitch is outside.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not
Hit hard, base hit. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Hard liner. And that gets down into the gap. One runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. Safe.
No, he's safe.
And that's his third hit.
Nicely done. Brings home two. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Into center and a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And the lead continues to grow. Here's the third baseman, George Brett. On a line out towards center. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with one away. Here's the left fielder, Tim Raines.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Now a fly ball to right center. Doyle makes the grab. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 13-0. Here's Trevor Story now.
Man, there's a sac fly to bring home another run in this inning. These hitters are just
swung out, belted. Deep. That one way back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. Digging in, Ryan McMahon. Ground ball right side. Tolia takes it to the bag. That one. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
let's do it.
Singy, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty
0-1.
cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels.
0-2.
And I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
Line to left. He makes the catch, and there's two down. 2 outs, base is empty. Mickey Moniak digging in for the Rockies. 101 on the gun, swing and a miss. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was, I mean, it was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was.
Gets it to first. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now it's Andrew McCutchen. Hill back to work. Swung out, belted. Deep. That one way back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Roberto Clemente. Now a screamer into the outfield. Moniak makes the grab, 1 down. Carlos Delgado digs in now.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
One out, base is empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. That one the other way, and that's a base hit.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Yeah, that's fouled off. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. That one hit to right. Moniak makes the grab for the second out. Here's Byron Buxton, 3 for 3 with 3 singles. The changeup missing. Ball 1.
1-0.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? A shot to the opposite field. It's 17-0. So 2 down. George Brett now at the plate. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Bang! And they add to the lead. It's 18-0. So 2 away with nobody on. Tim Raines will hit next. This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video.
And a seed into center. That's a base hit. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single, and they extend their lead. Runner at first with 2 away. Ryan McMahon, the next to hit. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Story around second. The throw to third, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
Couple of singles back to back. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now here is Andrew McCutchen. Doyle pulls it down, and Ezekiel Tovar digs in now. Right side, Butler. Now it's the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. Ezekiel Tovar getting ready to hit. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. Sears back to work. Headed down the line. And that will drop foul. And that one is lifted in the air. It falls in, and that's a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Ezekiel Tovar now at the plate. Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. Ready to go now, and the batter will be the shortstop, Trey Turner. Swing and a miss. That one at 99.
0-1.
And that's how this game gets started. The shortstop takes the ball.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Rolls across the diamond, and they get Turner for the out. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 1 out, bases empty. Good eye right there.
0-1.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Against good pitchers, you've got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
And that one is lifted in the air. Beltran sizes this one up. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starting pitcher, Jacob deGrom.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitter. They have a hard time staying back.
And that's downstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Way inside. Swing and a high fly ball left field. 1 away. So digging in, Gil Hodges. First offering, and it just misses.
You always have to worry about the fastball when facing deGrom, Boog. I mean, it's an electric pitch for him, and he's usually pumping it in at about 100 miles per hour, which makes him one of the hardest throwing pitchers in the league.
That's off the inside corner. 2-1.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable, and that location will definitely do it.
2 strikes.
1 down, base is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And it's caught for the out. Here's Jose Ramirez. Check swing went around. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
2 outs, base is empty. Inside.
That's inside.
And the count even 1-1. Just
That's a ball.
missed.
It's a tough pitch, but in
2
terms
balls, 1
of
strike.
the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball.
Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. 2 down, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Scott Rowling. First pitch misses. Next offering is fouled back. Ball to strike.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Slings it across. That's the third out. Inning over. Second inning set to go. Now the third baseman, Scott Rowland. Leiter back to work. First pitch swinging. Leiter, a righty that throws with power. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Base hit and a good start to the inning.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Next offering is fouled back. And that skips into dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position. 2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Ted Simmons can't hold up, and that's a strike. To first, might be 2. Over to Baez. Out on the toss to the pitcher. It's a 3-6-1 double play. And here is Carlos Delgado.
I think some double play turns are almost poetic, and a 3-6-1 is one of those that can just look so clean. It's really easy to mess it up if the pitcher doesn't get there in time or there isn't good communication with the first baseman. But right there, they nailed the execution.
Rowland at third with 2 away. Hit hard but foul off to the left.
He's mixing his pitches really well, late on that fastball after seeing the changeup.
A swing and a miss. Back here at Chase Field, we head to the bottom of the second. Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. That one ripped. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
And it remains 2-2. This one lifted in the air, left field. Hauls it in for the out. The batter now, Javier Baez. That one misses.
Outside.
And that is ball 1. Fought off foul. Man at first, 1 away. Missing inside, 2-1.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. Over to Turner for 1. Relay to Delgado in time, inning-ending double play. Back here in the desert, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Brian Roberts. Just missed.
That pitch is out.
You know, this group of hitters definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
That one ripped right center field. Adios, pelota. And this game is tied. It's 1-1. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Nabs it, and there's 1 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And that one in the air center field. Beltran under this one. He makes the grab. That's out number 2. So now the DH spot, Jose Ramirez. Hard hit right side. Handles, throws the first. That ends the frame. And we're back. Now at the plate, Corbin Carroll. Right side, hard hit. Whips it to first.
He's out.
One up, one down. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. And that's
Inside,
off
ball 1.
the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that turns the lineup over.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, cut out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Next offering is fouled back.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Next to hit, Gil Hodges. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Ball 1's the count.
Just off the inside edge. Realmuto leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Delgado makes the play. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 4th, and now the right fielder, Jason Dominguez. First pitch, just misses. Next offering is fouled back. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Go ahead run on base at the plate. Scott Rowland. Check swing, appeal to first. No swing, just held it back there. The 1-0. And that one clips the corner. Nobody out, runner at first. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And the count 1-2. Hit softly on the ground to third. Roberts has it for 1. Relay to first, double play. And now Brent Rooker.
Huge sigh of relief right there. Big time pitching to induce the double play. Erase what could have been the go-ahead run.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's in the dirt. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That one misses. 3 balls, no strikes. And there's the automatic. Next offering is in for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Popped up. Roberts moving under this one. And that is that. Back here at Chase Field. And now the DH, Jose Ramirez. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, these players doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That one's in there. That's strike 2.
1 ball.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And that one fouled off. that one in triple digits. And that's way high. Yeah, that's ball 2. Runner at first with no outs here. In the air, right field. Makes the catch, 1 down. So up next, Jason Dominguez. Hit in the air, left field. Rooker makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Here's the second baseman, Ryan Roberts. That one ripped left field, and that should be extra bases. Around second is Ramirez. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And that is that. Back here in the desert, and now the switch hitting catcher, Ted Simmons. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1.
Well, these guys, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
That hits the dirt. 1-2 the count. Swing and a ball line to center, and there's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Next to hit, Carlos Delgado. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
And that is out of play. That's down and in. A slider missed. Tying run is at first. And we're at the top of the 5th. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. And now Ryan Roberts. That one is absolutely belted. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score in time. It's 2-2.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exact.
Base hit. Here comes the throw. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Tries to get back and save. Here's Turner now. The shortstop takes the ball.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning.
Roll to short, could be 2. On the run, sends it over to first. In time, got him. So now here's the DH, Jose Ramirez. Strike on the inside corner. Carroll stands at second with 2 gone. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That ball's carrying. Got it. Nice grab. And that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Here's a rocket out to left. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch to the inning. No reward, but hey, you got to keep swinging it.
Real Muto swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Off the plate inside, and it's 1-1.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
2 strikes.
That missed inside. 2-2. Bases empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. So the batting order turns over. Now Carlos Beltran. And fouled off. That one in the dirt and gets away. And now a man into scoring position. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. That should get the dugout going, and they lead it. It's 4-3. One down. Gil Hodges will hit next. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
This one in the air. 2 down.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Two down, nobody on. Oh, great stop. Over to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. And we're back. All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well,
after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And
1
that
ball,
skips into
2
dirt.
strikes.
And there's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
2-0.
And that's in the dirt.
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. To second, there's 1. Now 2 away.
Well, that's what you hope for if you're out there on a mound. First and second, nobody out. Somehow get a ground ball. He got it right there. Nice double play by the infield.
And that one fouled off. So after the double play, he's trying to pick up his teammate and tie this game. Next pitch is outside. Hard hit, base hit. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single, tie ball game, 4-4.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pretty good spot. Hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body.
1-0.
The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use.
He takes it himself to the bag. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Scott Rowland. Late swing, fouled off.
You know, this group of hitters, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Throws to first in time. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. In the air, left field. And a couple of quick outs. Brian Roberts digs in now. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Over to first, inning over. We go to the top of the 7th, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Brian Roberts. First
Inside
offering,
ball.
and it just misses.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in. Looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss. Good job on both sides.
Next
Ball
pitch
that's
is outside. Fly ball down the line. Dominguez. Long run. Hauls it in for the out. This is Corbin Carroll. 1 for 2. Late with the swing there.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike
No
2.
ball, 2 strikes.
And he chases that one. And there's 2 away. Trey Turner now.
There you
Check
go.
swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. And he won around. Rule the swing. Tied at 4. That
1
misses
ball,
the
1 strike.
zone. And 1-1. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Carroll. And makes the play, and that's out number. Back here. At Chase Field, set for the last half of the 7th. And now it's Baez. And that one is
That's
inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Corbin Carroll, the next to hit. And he lays down a bunt. He's safe.
No, he's
on
safe.
with a bunt single. Here's JT Realmuto. He's 2 for 2. Yeah, that's fouled off.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base. 9 hit.
There goes the runner. Strike in there.
You got it.
He's
Throw.
safe.
Save. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Ball 1 there. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. And that
That's
one is
ball 2.
downstairs. Ball 2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
This one backs to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. It's 6-4. Back to the top of the order now. Now here is Carlos Beltran. He's already homered here in this one. In there at the knees. Strike 1. And that's
Ball 1.
down and away. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. Up the middle. Base hit.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. He kind of muscled that one out there. Didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field. Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
0-1's the count.
Hodges now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Breaking ball
Ball inside.
inside. And that's ball 1. Squirts away a little bit. Beltran stands at first with 1 out. comes up empty. That's strike two.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes on the ground. Fires over to first. Got him. Runner stays out of the double play by going on the 3-2 pitch. And next is the designated hitter, Jose Ramirez. There's the strike.
Ball, that's low.
One on the gun, swing and a miss.
2 strikes.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That one almost got him. Swung on, belted. Deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 8-4.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
And now here is Scott Rowland. 2 outs. Now a check swing, but he held up.
Really good check swing right there. So difficult to hold off on the slider from a same side thrower. Very difficult to pick up the release point.
2-1.
2 down, nobody on. That one pushed foul. Delgado makes the catch, inning over. Back here in the desert, ready to begin the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Ramirez. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Beltran sizing this one up. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. 1 up, 1 down. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. Hader, in his 8th season, he features a 2-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup.
That's back-to-back singles for him. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
And that one in there at the knees for a strike. And the count 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that is downstairs. And the count now even up.
2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. To the warning track. Makes the catch. The relay throw. Throw behind the runner. They got him doubled off. And we're back. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
0-1's the count. Nope.
And that misses. And it's 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And it stays fair.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
0-2 is the count.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. In the dirt. Dominguez at first, 1 gone. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Foul ball. Foul Fouls it off. Still 1-2. On the ground, right side.
Foul.
And foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone
that's
for a
it.
long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Misses inside. 3-2 now. Swung up, belted. Deep. That one way back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. Base is empty, one away. And now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Trying to bunt his way on. Has to barehand it. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. Runner on at first with one gone. JT Realmuto steps in. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1.
Still only one out here in the inning. Runner on the move, pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Outside low, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. Beltran stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. That one
That's
missed.
ball 2.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. And a pitch. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. A run comes in on the play. And first offering is fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. He's got it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on
Nope.
script?
Ball
Never.
1.
Singy, where do you stand on the
1-0.
wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the
1-1.
ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated. Early 2000s Yankees Red Sox, probably the best baseball rivalry that we've seen.
Ball 2.
Yeah, and I would say, you know, that kind of
2-2
simmered
count.
down, and some other ones started to rise up a little bit. In the great state of Texas, the Astros and the Rangers became a really good rivalry.
Yeah, no doubt. Hit hard on the ground is short. Baez fires over to first. Now only 1 out remaining. And here's the first baseman, Carlos Delgado. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
They're down to their final strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches.
No
Hitters
balls, 2
got to
strikes.
get into swing mode. This is a good time to...
On the ground, and this should do it. On to first, ball game. Final score.